organic social. Content is king. If you don't have an ad budget, which, a lot of public sector marketers are limited with their ad budget. So you really have to lean into the metrics from organic social. You mentioned when people are on in terms of insights. What other organic metrics would you be looking for?
Yeah, and I think, to be honest, I see these all on LinkedIn, and I see them on Reddit an awful lot. I read an awful lot into Reddit in terms of digital marketing and what people are talking about. And there's a lot of people out there think that they understand the algorithm. And to be honest, no one understands the algorithm. And I'm being brutally honest with you. I've worked in a lot of posts and a lot of campaigns over the last couple of years. And to be honest, no one understands how it's engineered. We don't understand. I think what we can do is learn about your actual profile of each one of your followers, right? And what they're engaging with. We always find that, and it's something on our profile, right? I'm always putting up nearly on a daily basis, some will say insights into why you should have an email list. And we'll say 150, 200 words of a caption just to kind of give a small bit of context as why I feel you should have an email list. However, I get 5 times the engagement when my picture is on the front of that graphic. Only. And why? Because people, when they think of our company, they think of me and they think about the team and they want to see about what we're doing and everything like that. From you, that's your first data point. And I'm always harping on to people going, you need to get in front of the camera. And I'm like, I don't know, do I want to get in front of the camera? But I can understand that. But I feel from our side, when we're looking at organic content, we need to see what's working for us. And I think if anyone was to turn around to me and say, well, what can we do on a monthly perspective? Well, I think, to be brutally honest with you, let's add value to our content, right? So we used to have that rule, which was 80-20. So you'd have 80% add value content and 20% about lead generation or sales or whatever the case may be. Then we can look at the team and what your team actually provides for any part of your business. So let's look at, okay, well, if we have she, for instance, what can she provide to the team? She comes from an array of a background. She does X amount of work for us. That's the kind of stuff that we'd like to provide really more so. Then we can look at the last stage of the funnel then, which is about putting in that we are doing a flash sale, for instance. We're doing, we'll say, a specific campaign around, we'll say, a charity, if we're partnering with a charity, that kind of thing. That's where I kind of feel that that's the type of content you need to be getting out there. Behind the scenes of, if you have a product being launched, behind the scenes of that product. If you're doing a Q&A, that's where you can start introducing your live video as well on top of that. Something we've never done. I know, Joanne, you do an awful lot of it. And to be honest, I know from our perspective, and we've seen the insights on LinkedIn's perspective, the engagement rate from just a live video, because you're starting to rank higher in terms of a newsfeed, that's what's going to get you more results. You need to start breaking the boundaries more so. We can't get complacent in terms of social media. We can't just say, okay, all I'm doing is this amount of posts a month, and that's all we're doing. I'm only going to do graphic, and we're not going to be putting up anything about our staff. Well, then that's not social media. Social is all about being about social. We need to engage with our followers. We need to get people, the call to actions at the end of our posts. What do you think, or how do you feel, or anything about, comment if you feel this is actually value to you. That's the kind of things that when people engage with, the more of a loyal base following that you will get.